So it has now been a year since Final Day has come out. So I figured it'd be time to do a director's commentary and kind of tell you guys some of the stuff that went on behind the scenes and kind of my creative process for the film. So without further ado, let's get started. Woo!
Some days are pretty easy.
Some days.
And some days start off with a villain from another universe coming to kill you because you're Spider-Man.
That was my day. Okay, so basically this entire opening part, the idea of Miles breaking the fourth wall, came about after we already shot the film. I was editing the film from like August to December, and I was having problems with it because it just wasn't working. It was too overdramatic, and the tone wasn't working right. So one day I just came up with the idea of having Miles break the fourth wall, kind of similar to the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, and like suddenly like it just started to come together more because the tone was lighter. It was a lot more fun. I wasn't taking it super serious. If you look back, well, you won't see them, but the original edits of Miles Morales' Final Day were horrible. In all honesty, like it just didn't work at all. And so the idea of breaking the fourth wall helped bring everything together. And also, fun fact, before this scene takes place, there is a dialogue sequence between Miles and Moreland that we originally had, and it just was not working. And that's a deleted scene. Maybe I'll release those. Let me guys know if you want to see those. They're really bad, though. But, yeah.
That's the dude I was talking about.
So if you know comic books, you'll know Moreland is primarily from the Spider-Verse storyline. And we wanted to include him in this film because I wanted to tease Spider-Verse because that's something I eventually want to do. And we wanted this scene to kind of mimic when Peter Parker first meets Moreland. And so in the deleted scene, there's a lot of dialogue between them that kind of mirrors that comic with Miles and Moreland. And we kind of wanted to do that with Peter and Moreland. We kind of wanted to do that with Miles and Moreland. So that's kind of like the tie-in for that. And that mask was, I know people gave me some grief on the mask, but that mask did not want to work with me because I had the mask detached from the suit. It wasn't attached, and so it was a struggle to deal with that thing.
Then there's me, Miles Morales, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Kind of new at this thing, okay? Sheesh.
Basically, all the scenes that take place in this like warehouse type space, we shot in one day for about 10, 11 hours straight. We took probably like a couple breaks, but we had limited time at this location because I was paying to be there. But he so graciously offered me some more time on the house, so we just shot and shot and shot and shot until we finished it. Kind of same thing with the rooftop scene you just saw. We shot that in probably about 3-4 hours straight, just going, running, and gunning, and then also getting the final scene there as well.
Is there any way I can get a do-over?
There's that razor-sharp wit again. Trying so hard to emulate the fool. I'll ensure you die like him.
Not today.
Not today.
Why are you after me? What did I do to you?
That's probably one of my favorite moments in the film. To get that cool shot of Miles jumping in the air, it was really fun. I got to launch on a trampoline and do that for a couple times, so that was really cool to do.
Superhero landing. Deadpool will be so proud of me right now.
Deadpool reference.
Let's change things up a bit.
A new trick. It won't matter though, boy. If you run,
See the
I'll
restroom
pursue.
in the back.
I never tire. I never grow weary. You can run all you want, but eventually, you will die. Just like Peter Parker.
Okay, so right after here, there's actually an extended sequence of Julian, who plays Moreland, basically dragging me down the hallway before we get to the part where I get thrown in the boxes. It was pretty fun. It looked pretty cool, but it just didn't work in the edit, so we chopped that out. I probably have a clip up there now, just a little bit of what we shot, because there was a little bit more that we cut.
Things can only go upfield from here, right?
Okay, so when I get thrown into the boxes, when I was coming up with the film, I was like, I need some type of stunt that we can do, because there's not a lot of stunts, there's not a lot of, big stuff in the film, but I wanted something that would be really cool, so I was like, I want to get thrown into some boxes. So we got a whole bunch of boxes together, like I just got them from a bunch of random people, and then like I jumped off a trampoline and threw myself into the boxes, and getting to do that a couple times was a lot of fun. I do my own stunts.
How do you know about Peter?
Hunters know their kill well. Join the other Spider-Men where you belong.
Got to give big ups to my VFX team. I had about 3 different people who worked on this project that helped make the VFX possible. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in clutch.
What about me?
Spider-Gwen, aka Spider-Woman, aka Gwen Stacy. I really kind of fell in love with this character, so I wanted to kind of include her to kind of tie back into the idea of Spider-Verse. Plus, I think she's really cool, and I believe we're one of the first people to ever include her in a film. So that's why I had to get Spider-Gwen in there. Love her character.
Let's not add sexism to your long list of reasons to get punched, Moreland. You'll become even more of a walking cliche.
Ooh,
I'll break it.
savage.
Excuse me for one moment.
Nice.
You gonna help?
Just gonna
Just gonna
stay
keep quiet.
Hey there.
I don't know why I have this thing with people getting thrown up against walls and getting choked. I don't know what's up with that.
Nice move, rookie.
Rookie? Who do you think's been holding him off this whole time? And where'd you come from?
It's complicated.
He said he killed Spider-Man, the first one, but that can't be because Goblin...
Can we talk about this after the murderous vampire guy is taken down?
Okay, but what's your plan?
We fight. Hard.
Saying one verb does not make a plan. How's
She gonna show up from another universe and not have a plan? Bruh. Probably everyone's favorite line from the film. I always see it in the comments. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was like, because fun fact, basically the entire film is ADR, which means it was recorded later because the on-set audio was a little bit iffy, so I ended up redoing all the audio for the film. That was a process. It took me a while to do. Shout out to DJ Davis for helping me to record all the dialogue. I think I was just improvising in the studio and said, bruh, and we just stuck it because it's kind of like a thing I'll say in real life. It's like, bruh. So I felt like it really helped accent the moment. And it's just a little fun thing to add. Yes, get it, Greg.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Now, a lot of people have asked me where I've gotten the suits from. I got the suits from ZentaiZone.com. They are a website where you can order your own Spider-Man suits. You can get custom patterns done. You can get different versions from the movies. Really cool site. Pretty affordable at that, too.
What makes you think you can oppose me? You're not really Spider-Man. You're just a shadow. A copy.
Right there, we kind of wanted to kind of do a meta reference to, or I think it was an intentional thing, but when we were writing the film, we were like, we wanted to have some dialogue here that kind of tried to make Miles feel like he was, couldn't live up to the Spider-Man mantle, couldn't live up to the Spider-Man legacy, to have him feel like he was nothing. And that's kind of what we wanted to get across here, and kind of use Moreland to show him that.
I know all about you.
Kind of cringe at
This
that
city
part.
hates you. Tells you how you never should have put on the mask. You're nothing but an emulation of a real hero. Something you'll never be.
Okay, in this climax part, I actually wanted to kind of tie in some of the dialogue from the concept trailer I did, which you can check out, link in the description, with Tombstone, where he says, "This city will hate you." I'll make sure of that. I kind of wanted to tie that into this film. Even though we never did a direct adaptation on the trailer, I kind of wanted to imply that the events of the trailer still took place. So that was kind of my implications to that dialogue. Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to him, Miles.
Maybe when we first started. Maybe even yesterday. But right here, right now, I'm the ultimate Spider-Man.
What trickery is this?
Okay, people were like, okay, yo, where'd this come from? Where'd this come from? Okay, so we kind of tied it in earlier because Miles has this ability called the Venom Blast, or the Venom Shock, whatever you want to call it, and we teased it earlier when he does a little thing to Moreland that kind of pushes him back, so we implied it, and this is kind of the payoff for that. I'll probably put the comic up here, down here somewhere, but there's an issue of Spider-Man Miles Morales run where he does exactly this. He does it twice, I think, or at least I think he's at least done it 3 times in the comics, where he does this thing where he basically explodes, kind of a ball of energy. And so we kind of use that in the climax, use that as straight out of the comics. So yeah, fun fact. And I look really weird frozen like that. Okay.
Hope this works.
Shout out to VFX team.
Did I die? Felt like it. But apparently I didn't.
Felt like it. Wait, I didn't. Super dramatic, as you can see.
Looking for this hot shot?
Back on the rooftop.
Those are some pretty awesome moves out there, Miles.
How do you know my name?
I was sent here to find you. We need your help.
Who sent you?
Guess I should start at the beginning. My name's Gwen Stacy. I'm fighting a war against Moreland with the help of my friend, Peter Parker.
People, okay, so I'm helping, Gwen is like, I'm fighting war against Moreland with the help of my friend Peter Parker. People are like, well, Peter Parker's dead on this universe. I'm like, exactly. We're implying that there's another universe out there where Gwen is from, where there's another Peter Parker. And that's kind of our implications behind that. So, yes, multiverse. Woo!
Looks like today is only just the beginning.
Title card, and there's some hidden Easter eggs in here I'll talk about. Denzel, big ups, Trey, woo, Jalen, Julian, woo. Okay, these little scenes here, these are from another deleted scene. Originally I shot this opening under this rooftop to kind of set up Gwen and set up multiple Spider-Man getting killed. But we just had to cut it from the film because it wasn't really working. It didn't really fit in. But yeah, so that's what those little scenes are. This scene is from, this is also not in the film, but this is from a scene we had shot before we shot the rest of the film. And this is originally when the film was like a 4-part miniseries. Oh yeah, fun fact, this is originally a 4-part miniseries. It was originally 4 episodes for this film, spread out over probably about 5-7 minutes each. And we ended up cutting it because I didn't have enough money, and I couldn't lock locations in, and it was just really stressful trying to get everything together. So I just ended up making it one film. But yeah, this little scene here is from that deleted scene, and I'll probably post an image up. And actually, everything we ended up getting shot that day got corrupted, or at least half of it did. So I don't even have everything we shot that night, just have a couple clips here and there. That is Josh, another Josh. He's really cool. Josh Fisher. He played a Peter Parker from another universe. And here's the after credits. Yeah, so with the after credit scene, I just wanted to imply that Morlun was still out there. Morlun was still a threat to be reckoned with, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with that.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary behind the scenes of the film. Make sure you subscribe. More content coming in 2018. I might be setting up a Patreon so I can get more video content out there because it's expensive to make some of these films. So if you want to support, let me know and I'll get that set up.